Is mining on the schedule today?
Do you need me for something?
Guess it was too much to hope we'd all make it.
constellation has suffered
Mateo,
losses before.
I need to be checking
although
everyone's vitals.
None quite
Now
so
really isn't
violently.
the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over. If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Exactly. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the star. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but...
I don't mind taking a detour to gather data. Only thing we'd lose is time, really.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this... I'll meet you over there.
We can pay to fix the damages, but, well, some things are irreplaceable.
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
Best way to get that custom fit is to do it yourself, right? What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip?
Ancient teachers of this science section.
War memorial. We can stop to pay respects. if you'd
Keeper
like.
Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah.
That's not exact. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well,
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought...
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing.
I caught half of that. So, these things are... There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet... So, you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you... There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least... Yes, something must be there. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully...
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries?
Galvin could want us the rest.
Oh, no way!
Investigation against the trade authority, though it is widely speculated.
For you.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not?
The Unity Pilgrim in particular.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a unit. Our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, chat. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have. a man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality. And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year, same conversation every time, second person. This, the problem. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little, fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help, if you'll excuse.
Good news. They're going to let me pitch my presentation at the meeting tomorrow.
Keep it moving.
A visitor? He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe. That...
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to...
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. Jinan Varun meets, but the unbeliever returns. Remember, that is all. Then we are done.
Oh yeah, that's UC Security. They're busier than normal these days, it seems. One day House Varun just up and abandoned their embassy. No idea why.
Oh, you're back. What? Planets are often named by number. What else did you learn? Was there anything else? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us now. Yes. Let's see. Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll... And from there, maybe you'll find the true... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if... but what makes something like that holy? Gravity. And so you think this word unity describes...
Now, I thought a miracle was something unexplainable and magical. But we know a hell of a lot about any other miracles you want to discuss? Like fire, lightning, or minor sports?
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees. Listen, you risked your life to save me. I keep wondering if that made it harder to save Sam, too. I've replayed those moments in my mind, and you need to know that you did. And if it had been me instead of him, I would feel... I know. And I can't say it's the best choice, but I don't know if you're ready to talk or if you need 20 years to get to that point, or if you... But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm here. When Irvin was killed in the war, people said it was... I bet Mateo will soon tell me that the cosmic balance of me being in the... But in the end, it doesn't work that. Of course. We are all... When a star goes nova, it can destroy the galaxy. Still doesn't make it easier for any, but you did what you had to do. Sam was my buddy. He was practical, and he would never want you to feel like this rotten situation was your... Yes, though an overabundance of caution. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation brought us all together. If we're going to set things right, it's...
What?
That is convenient, but riding right after eating can give you stomach aches. Welcome home, folks. You know, this abandoned homestead is actually rather charming.
It's way, way too cold. This is absurd.
Hey, you might want this. will almost certainly arise on planets when the right conditions are met. There's a beauty in such persistence. Looks exactly as we left it, right?
can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. I will personally guarantee your safety as...
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers, you must... Good. See? We can all... Hello. Again. You remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix?
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some...
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your...
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind...
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. And who gets to say that? I have debated rules and...
Enough. The Unity. You are on the path to it.
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier. I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the launch to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye, while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. And that's the problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should...
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifact, and that wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of... as I have done.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp? You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. Easy for a person who's seen everything. You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our side.
You're already in it. With artifacts comes Starborn searching for them. Fight. I want a truce. Between all three of us. I will give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets here. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what you should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned.